you ever heard that there's 3 stories you need to be able to tell as a leader? The origin story of why a company or team was started, the where we're going story, the why we can't stay here story. I actually don't think that that's true. I think intentions are good when people suggest you need to be able to tell these 3 stories because they're wanting everyone to have a place to start to learn to tell stories. But the challenge with that is people learn to tell those 2 or 3 stories and then that's it. They don't know how to come up with other stories. They don't know where to find them. They don't know how to build them. And storytelling isn't limited to those 3 conditions. I was working with a company when everybody moved to social distancing with COVID. Everyone shuts their offices, heads home, and thinks that we're probably going to be working remotely for 6 weeks. And so the leadership team decided to send weekly emails to help everyone understand. This was a dramatic change globally. Employees wanted to know what was going to happen to their projects, to their jobs, to the company, to the other people in other offices. And so the idea was, well, let's make sure we open up lines of communication as you should communicating in a crisis. And we started to work on stories. Now, if you believe in this idea that everyone needs to be able to tell 3 stories, well, by the 3rd week you would be out of stories and none of those stories are relevant for the situation. What is most important is that you understand how to tell stories, that you understand where to start in the process, which is with your audience. You actually don't start with the story or the idea, you start with the audience you're communicating to and what you want them to do different, what you want them to know, think, feel different. There's a whole series of questions you can go through to get really clear on the shift you're trying to make for your audience, which will then help you identify the story and then help you work through the process. Don't focus on the 3 stories you need to be able to tell because they're not going to help you. What you do need to focus on is your audience and what you want them to do different, because then it's going to make you more aware of the stories around you to leverage.